Before the world knew flame or fate, before the sanctum raised its gate, a dragon wandered tired and worn through misty skies of silver morn. It searched for peace, a place to lie, beneath the glow of moonlit sky, and in a valley hushed between two gentle hills of twilight green, it bowed its head in softened light and drifted deep to dreams of night. It dreamed of fire burning bright, of honor shining pure and white, of moonlit sacred, calm and true, of secrets old and wonders new. From dragon dreams the whispers grew, a hint of halls the world once knew, where mysteries danced in shadowed air, and magic bloomed in hearts that dared. That was the dawn of what would be, where five fought fate and unity. Their story closed, their watch now done, five voices fading into one. And so I speak across the yore, to those who brave what lies before. O hero born of flame or field, of moonlit craft or truth concealed, step forth, past revealed, come soon, your fate unsealed. For now the sanctum stirs to see what new made legends you will be. The dragon breathes the dream once more, a calling through the ancient door. Hero before the past is through, the tale now waits to open you. Take clues I've left and missed and do. Seek what is hidden, chase what's true. For the sanctum keeps its promise still. In silent halls and moonlit chill, it watches all you choose to do. And it's long been waiting here for you.
Last time on spells and scepters.
Resumes and fades back in. Your game of calling fate, luck, or destiny has ended with a decisive notion of nothing being underneath the cup. He laughs as he hisses. His body congeals and twists and warps in these ungeometrical shapes for his rather square body. He laughs and looks at you, reaching into his pocket and spinning that same coin again on his finger. The very same one that you've seen with two heads. And the face upon it looks much like a short gnome. And he flicks the coin to you, Solaris.
Ooh, awesome. Why, thank you.
Yes, of course. I would always love to keep my customers coming back to play. I hope you're not a sore loser after all. He kind of laughs and smirks. Would you like to investigate the coin?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
You go roll me a 20 here. Bada boom. Okay. My investigation is a -1, so I got an 8.
Help me! Oh god! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! The coin face says. It screams out in anguish as you hold on to it. It animates the face. You do take 1 point of blood loss damage.
Wow.
And your blood begins to power this coin and activate it animated. As long as you have this coin, once a day you can pay the 1 HP cost, and you can talk to the coin and animate it for basically however long you would like. And the face screams out, "Oh shit! Oh help me, please! Fuck! Help me! Oh no! It sucks in here. There's nothing. It's empty. And then everything freezes and it's empty, frozen. Please! Oh shit! Help! Oh shit! Please! I just want my body back."
Why the hell did this man give me a cursed coin? I don't want a coin that traps people.
And you look around, and he has vanished. And also, beside you, Jimbo has collapsed and fallen asleep, and Schnurr has disappeared. What would you like to do?
Uh, well, I can't just leave Jimbo there asleep on the side of the damn road, and I gotta have somebody to help look for Schnurr. So what can I do? Let's see. Let's see.
Riza is walking back up to you guys. She was just right over there in that market to that stall to the left there, um, and she was collecting some taffy that she heard you mumbling about in your some caramel taffy. She heard you mumbling about in your sleep,
Yes.
and she walks back to see what is going on here.
Oh, let me look at my items. Do I have any? I have to give him. Oh, can I ask Riza if she knows how the heck I can wake him up?
Absolutely.
Well,
Um,
I want to ask her.
she kind of panics, like, "What's going on? What do you mean, wake him up?" And she looks over to see he is down there unconscious. The coin still screaming in your hand. Help me! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh please! You gotta get me out of here! Please, I want my body back! Oh shit! And Jimbo is snoozing.
Just out.
Just
Oh,
basically right about there.
I have small healing potions. Does that do anything to him? Does Riza know?
She looks down and inspects the situation. Uh, well, we could probably wake him up with Charmed Touch or maybe
Oh.
Sun Petal Bloom.
Ooh, I have some petal bloom. That way it don't cost me no spell slots. I got it and I got it on me.
Very smart, very smart. Go ahead and deduct one from your inventory, and yes, you may apply it to Jimbo and wake him up.
So I have a bundle of sun petal blooms. Do I deduct the whole bundle?
I didn't tell you how much was in the bundle.
You just said one bundle. I got a bundle of sage, bundle of sun petal bloom, and a bundle of mint.
Okay, let's just pretend it's 10. You now have 9 remaining.
Okay. All right. I go ahead and, I administer him the sun petal bloom, however.
All right. Jimbo, you gain consciousness to find this trickster's weird game. What was at stake was not anything to be taken from Ray, but instead something to be taken from her friends. The trickster's game took your moment of consciousness, putting you to sleep, and took Schnurr.
All right, Jimbo, we gotta figure out, and Riza, we gotta figure out where we gotta start looking for Schnurr. I mean, right?
You can
What
take an
the hell
investigation
just
check
happened?
around. This thing couldn't have got far. It's about the same size as Schnurr. Probably pretty hard to carry her.
Okay, yeah. I'll investigation. Let's see here.
Agreed.
Give Jimbo a moment to come to his senses as he looks
Yeah,
around.
let him figure out what the heck is going on, and I'm gonna go ahead and investigate. I'm just getting my little investigations, my little notes up here. That's too many pages. Come
Riza's
on, what?
gonna roll an assist roll to help you look around here.
Here we go. Okay, so my investigation is gonna be -1 no matter what. Ooh, 19, I got 20 -1. We're gonna investigate the hell out of this. Where is she?
Man, I hate him so much sometimes, but when he's right, he's right. And you see Riza kind of pulls a scroll out and unravels it. Jimbo, you recognize the symbol immediately is the same symbol that Ratman had on that one scroll that allowed you to use Detect Magic for a short period of time without burning through your spell slots. And she pulls the scroll out and activates it. Look, there's little footprints right there. He must have turned invisible or something. But why are there not indentations in the dirt? But look, I promise there's magical footprints right there. And they lead basically directly ahead. Like I said, it's not a far distance. This thing can't carry Schnurr very far, very fast, but the footprints lead basically right up in front of you guys at that cheese shack y'all were heading to before the trickster interrupted you.
Let's go.
Oh shit, please, wait. Are you guys gonna help me get my body? Oh shit, where'd it go? Oh. The coin screams out in tremendous amounts of pain, but it is unable to distract you. Just at the last moment, you definitely see the door close and slam shut just up ahead.
Well, I'm gonna have to tell that coin. He needs to go ahead. Go ahead, sorry.
No, that was it. Go ahead. Take your
Oh,
moment.
I'm gonna have to tell that coin he needs to, hold on a minute. Maybe we can help him, but right now, like I just met you, and this is our good friend, so we're gonna go get her first, and then we'll figure out your deal in a minute, bud.
All right. Oh shit. Okay, I'll calm down. As long as you don't deactivate me, I won't calm down. I will calm down. Oh man, I'm such a mess. The thing has got my body. You gotta help me. Please, you guys don't know what you're dealing with. This guy, he's not an ordinary wizard. You guys can't do this. You need to go. You need to leave here now. As much as I don't want to say that, because I want you guys to charge in there and get my body.
Well, we're going in there for our friend anyway, so we're gonna make some dumb decisions today, but guess what? They're gonna turn out good.
Yeah, I think I'm a little fuzzy, but let's ask this little coin man what the hell's going on here.
Yeah. Can we investigate him?
Absolutely.
I think he deserves us an answer.
Absolutely. He does.
Do you want to roll perception to try and see if he's lying, or do you want to just roll a history check to see what he knows?
Can
I was thinking
one of us roll
intimidation.
Oh.
Okay. Go for
Let's
it.
threaten this dude.
Yeah,
I
go
will
on,
eat
man.
You're
him
riled up,
if
ready
he
to
doesn't
go.
come up
All
with some
right, let's
answers
see a
real
big
quick.
strength roll.
Intimidation.
Schnurr, I'll let you roll a mystical assist roll if you want, since it's kind of not fair that you've just been removed from initiative here. I'll let you tag into initiative, assisting Jimbo through the force, or through the...
What the fuck is a mystical assist roll?
One of the assist rolls that's mystical and all magical and...
Yeah, but what do I roll?
Right, what's it
D4,
make extra?
The regular D4, sorry. But I
Okay.
meant every turn that you're not in initiative when Jimbo goes, go ahead and just roll a D4 for assist until we catch up to where you're at.
Okay.
If
I
you
got
would be
it.
so kind. And that brings your intimidation to a 16, which is higher than his AC of... Well, I guess he doesn't technically have any AC when he's in coin form. Which makes it higher than his AC of 0. And yeah, you're able to intimidate him. What do you say, Jimbo?
Alright, you're lucky I'm hazy right now, you little shit. How did your ass get in that coin? And what kind of trickery is going on here?
Okay. I'm definitely lucky that you guys picked me up, because you're a lot better than the last guy. But listen to me.
Don't say that quite yet.
The same thing happens every time. You guys are gonna go through that door right there, and you're all gonna die. And I'm gonna end up back in that little fucker's body that took my body, and he's gonna turn me off, and I'm gonna be back in his pocket, frozen in this world, until the cycle repeats in the next town, and then the next town, and the next town. Please listen to me. You guys seem like good people, but there's no way that you guys can take this guy on. He is not your ordinary wizard.
Well, we can't just leave our friend to get fairy napped, kidnapped.
Damn right. I think we gotta go in that door.
I
Hey,
agree.
Solaris, you
You
mind
s-
if I put this little asshole in my pocket?
You said your friend got
Yeah.
kidnapped?
Yeah, I got taken by that same guy who gave you to me.
He is very scared right now. Like, you can just see there's absolutely no way he can deceive you guys. He is terrified. There was all kinds of tiny skeletons and tiny little bird cages hanging in this weird room.
Yeah, he can hold on to the coin for now after we're done talking to him. So before we go in this door, since it's so crazy and so dangerous, are we able to like peek inside the windows or like maybe roll an investigation on like the building itself to see, or a magic check or something? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead. What would you want to roll it? Perception? Insight?
Let me see what I got going on good.
Insight?
Yes, because I have +4 wisdom. Okay, so I was just looking. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have 11.
Can you move your character up to the side of the cabin there?
I've never been able to move my
Oh,
character.
okay. I got you.
Remember,
Yeah,
I've always tried, but
it's
I'm
so
out
hard
trying
to
again
keep
right now.
track of who can and who can't.
Yeah, I've never been able
It's
to.
completely okay. Let's get you up there. Jimbo hasn't said anything, so we'll just keep him back a little bit. And Rise is like with you.
Just still mean mugging this coin. Not exactly happy with the little coin man or the other man, right?
The other man's the bag man, the coin man. He doesn't even know what the fuck how he got there.
Yeah.
Do you really trust the coin man, Solaris?
There's no way
don't
he
trust
can
little
deceive
coin
you.
man.
Your intimidation was
Yeah, you intimidated him so
16 over
much.
0.
Yeah.
You look inside the building there, Solaris, and I mean, it looks like a normal cheese shop. If anything, it's a better version of Ratman's.
He's got to have some back room or something, some creepy dungeon. And not a fun dungeon, a creepy dungeon.
It is kind of creepy that there's no one inside it. I mean, they got these cheese stacks right outside. They got barrels of who knows what right there, unguarded aloft. They have to have customers if they have it in this much abundance that they're storing shit outside. I mean,
It's a front.
Yeah, there has to be a lot of people coming and going in here, but you see nobody inside. Though you did just see the door slam shut moments ago.
Yeah, because that little peckerhead ran in there.
But he was invisible. Or Ryza didn't really know how to describe it, because even if you're invisible, you still leave like indents in the dirt, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're carrying something heavy. And this was like, she was seeing where its magic was moving. She wasn't like seeing actual like footprints. She's like, look, like I could see little tiny sparses of magic that moved off this direction. So he was like invisible floaty. Or something. Something was weird.
Visible and floating or something, yeah.
Well, if he was floating, he wouldn't have left footprints either. But anyway,
may I briefly investigate this barrel?
You may.
See what's in there?
You absolutely may. Roll investigation.
4.
It is not locked or anything. You kind of pop it open, and it looks like some sort of silvery, liquidy, thick paste.
Oh.
It's almost like mercury.
Or is it more like wheelbarrow grease?
I don't want to taste it.
It's more like grease.
Ooh. Yeah.
It even tastes like grease. A little oily, maybe.
Alright.
Speckle, a little sprinkle flavoring of dirt and dust.
Alright, good to know. Could I grab some of it and throw it on one of the torches on the building? Or bring the torch to a small amount of the grease to see if it combusts?
Absolutely. There is a campfire. The rest are lanterns. And there's some light gleaming from inside, but you could absolutely try and unrig a lantern down and see if it would ignite some of the grease.
I'll try and do that, or I could just grab some of it and chuck it at the fire, see what happens.
You absolutely
That's a little further
could.
away, maybe more safe.
You absolutely could.
What would I have to roll for that?
Stealth first to see how sneaky you are, and then sleight of hand. And then once it's in your inventory, you may do whatever you would like with it.
Got 12 and 12.
And I roll
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Magical thingy.
Mystical.
Mystical, that's what it was. Well, I got a mystical 1.
Well, yeah. There's not too much attention around actually. It is getting a little bit later. Not quite dusk yet, but a little bit later in the day. Business has died down for the most part. Shopkeepers are taking a nice loungy break around. So yeah, there's not too much attention, and you're successfully able to sneak over and sleight of hand one of these barrels.
Alright, let's put some of this liquid in there, or whatever viscosity it may be. Throw some at the fire, just a little bit, just to see if it might be flammable.
Absolutely. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Yeah, as you toss them down into the fire next to the rocks and the burning remnants of the wood alongside of it. Yeah, it absolutely combusts. It would light up and burn with a crackling hiss and pop.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if this is like too out there, but can I take my pants off and try and smother them in this liquid that is evidently very flammable? And then just like tie it around my waist?
Sure. I don't see why not. They're your pants.
Just would hate to wreck my coat.
Your coat is fire resistance too. Roman numeral 2, not as in addition to.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm flammable now.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Marisa is like keeping her eyes kind of in lookout and in scouting. You guys haven't drawn too much attention. Pretty dead for the most part around town right now. Anything else you guys would like to do?
I think we got a sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about time. I guess we kind of pop in, right?
If you would like.
Yeah, let's. What do we do? Bust the door down?
I think we just go in. It's a shop, right? We just go in.
Could be locked.
Oh yeah, I
Who
suppose it's
knows?
probably not closed yet.
Well, let's find out.
All right, go find out. Who would like to roll investigation?
Let's see. What I can't. I have -1. What do you have, Jimbo? What do you want
I'll
to try?
roll investigation.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
5.
Ooh.
The door
Mystical?
is not locked.
Is Riza
All right,
coming in
let's
with us?
pop in.
If you want her to.
Might as well.
I got
More
you
people,
guys'
more.
back. We gotta find Schnurr. She seems
Absolutely.
just as concerned as you guys are. She's like, that's my buddy. That's my pal.
Good.
We need
um,
to make a secret handshake,
and yeah,
but not right now.
what is your guys' formation stepping through the door? Jimbo, you opened it. So, and then Ray, and then Riza.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay,
I'm definitely storming through that.
wonderful.
Because right now, Jimbo is like confused. He doesn't know exactly what's happening. All he knows is that Schnurr is not anywhere to be found, and this little coin man. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not at all happy.
I mean, we already interrogated him.
And you cautiously press forward. Or eh, recklessly. How do you guys enter in through this unlocked door? Jimbo, you're in the
I was gonna
front.
say he's in front, so
Let's just keep on moving forward. See if there's any doors or anything suspicious or anybody in here. Because is it vacant right now? But dude's invisible.
You can definitely feel something immediately watching you as you step inside. But just for a moment, Schnurr, let's step over to you. Schnurr, you find yourself inside of a tiny little bird cage, hanging somewhere in this room. There is fine. And in this tiny little bird cage, there's another little bird cage next to you with little pixie Timmy from the forest caged up inside of
oh,
it. And then a whole bunch of other ones with like tiny little skeletons inside of them. And suddenly the door opens and the door closes, and there's these statues of your friends that move into the frame. You see a statue of Jimbo in the lead, you see a statue of Ray behind her, you see a statue of Riza, and you see the man, not the little trickster, but the man that has taken you hostage. The little trickster thing is merely but a familiar, a mutated alchemical gnome, not even a trickster at all. And basically, he teleported you here under Fey law by tricking Ray into the game which she lost and never declared stakes. He could make the stakes whatever he wanted. And so he made giving her the coin kind of like a sympathy gesture. And because of that, he was able, as a DM, mechanically, I made it to where I would have to flip a coin, and one of the two of you would get teleported here. You or Ray was who I was originally going for to decide between the coin flip, because I knew that Jimbo would come rushing after either one of you. But then when Ray claimed Lady Destiny, I knew that I really should have full rights to be able to just choose anyone, and it's so much more fitting for it to be Schnurr, the Fae that they basically want to capture in anyways. And now Jimbo is here, and Jimbo, You do see a tiny little cage kind of hanging off in the side of the room, and it's got a tiny little schnur in it, but she's like unconscious and kind of frozen like a statue. And then there's a tiny little pixie in a cage next to her that is also like almost like sleeping and frozen like a statue. And the tiny little goose-necked chicken man mutated creature that popped up before kind of like pops up before you before his essence is like completely drained. All of the magic stretches thin out of his veins, his neck like elongating as his spirit and soul and magic all intertwine in this beautiful helix of energy that spins and crescendos out of his mouth and his eyes, light pouring out of him as his body withers and mummifies before even the flesh is pulled off and consumed in this tornado of energy, leaving behind a falling pile of bones as all of the energy warps backwards and into the maw of Richard Cheese.
What?
Oh, yeah, it's
Are we-
pretty fucking intense to see.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of like starts slow clapping at first, stepping forward, looking across the three of you that have barged into his cheese parlor.
What exactly do you think that you're doing with our friend and my friend, little Timmy? What is this? And also, what?
Silence
Yeah.
from you. You are not relevant here. You have played your part. And he begins stepping forward, his eyes locked solely on Jimbo, looking past Ryza, looking past Solaris, even giving her a kind of dust off his shoulder, telling her to silence as he steps forward, his hands still slightly clasped behind his back as he walks closer and closer, now 15 feet from the far back wall, aligned perfectly vertically with both of the cages, Schnur and the pixie. And he looks over at both of them, and Schnur, in this weird area that you're in where everybody else is moving like these frozen statues, this guy now appears and is walking here at the same time, and he does the same exact gesture, looking side to side at both you and the pixie, and his reply comes through audibly to you as well as to Ray, almost as if he's telling you both all to silence besides Jimbo.
Whatever.
I would love to look this man, if he is a man, dead in the eyes and just walk towards him and politely but sternly ask, what in the motherfucking Frankenstein conjuration bullshit have you got going on back here?
Do you like them? Living batteries. Soon that's all your friends will be too. Soon that's all you will be. He smiles cockily, his hands still loosely clasped behind his back. This slight head tilt where it's almost as if he'd be looking around the room, but his eyes still locked solely on Jimbo. Curious, clinical, patient. Something feels off, Jimbo. Something deep in your bones.
Could I roll history?
Absolutely.
Six.
You get the feeling there never really was a Richard Cheese. You're starting to wonder if this is all a setup of some kind. Now, since you guys have gotten a roll, and technically initiative doesn't have to be declared,
Oh,
14. Is that higher or lower than your armor class, Jimbo? Or high?
I believe I have +3 from armor and shield, and it's 12, so I beat it by 1.
Very nice. His eyes look distilent, cold, void-like, entrancing as they lock with yours again. You feel like there's some other angle towards him looking you down. He's not just identifying you.
This man is familiar. So where's Schnur at right here?
She's in a cage,
Squirrel.
kind of floating just next to that guy.
Could I grab the cage? And then try to run through the front door. Presumably shouting that we should all get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but my little friend Timmy's in there too. I can't just be like, "Hey, Timmy, oh, sorry you got trapped."
Could I grab? No, I probably couldn't grab them both, huh?
I mean, I'm
All
tallish.
right.
I'm like right behind you. I might be able to try to grab him if that's what we're trying to do, is snatch and run.
Solaris,
What
we
is
should
the what is
definitely
the
try and do
distance
that.
between you and them right now?
Or are we too far away?
So do we think that's the game plan?
What is the distance?
I guess
between
if
you
Try
we're
and
guys
close
close
right
the
enough.
distance?
Let's see. Hold on.
No.
Oh, we're too far.
This isn't who you are supposed to be. And he looks continually into your eyes, Jimbo. There's no noise behind those eyes. And he drags at his face with one hand now coming out from behind his back. You see this scar and worn flesh around his fingers.
What does the scar look like?
I'm glad you asked. Real quickly, does a 23 meet or beat your armor class?
That definitely beats my armor class.
Wonderful. Psychic fracture you hear silently in the back of your head, and everyone kind of witnesses as your body goes limp into a statue state, just like all of the rest. But for you, Jimbo, nothing really happens. You just are standing in the same place. The same guy is standing here, walking in front of Schnur, his scarred, gnarly fingers just slightly tapping against the outside of the cage bars. as he looks over. Do you feel that, Jimbo? He mutters, his eyes locking with you again. They become deeper and more void-like. The longer you're in this guy's presence, you can just feel like there's something unnatural going on. Probably with some reason why he had to charge up on a battery. Something is just constantly feeling like it's tugging at you, and the tug is getting more and more significant, especially now that you're here.
It's not good.
Ray, you and Ryza would both hear this guy still monologuing in your world as Jimbo falls down. And Jimbo,
but we're
also note that he just called you by name and you've never met this guy before. What was that, Ray?
Yeah.
so me and Ryza are basically like frozen.
No, you guys are completely fine. It just appears
okay.
to them as if you guys are statues.
Okay.
And you guys in the real world, looking at their bodies, they're just frozen stiff like statues. Almost like
I see.
rigor mortis is setting in.
Oh,
You're not in your world anymore. This time, you're gonna stay in mine. He glances slightly at Schnur, his smirk getting slightly bigger. Don't worry, she can stay here with you. And in his cocky arrogance, his finger slices across the lock and breaks it, and her cage flies open.
So
Well, since this shit's open, can I root snare and pacify his ass?
Absolutely. Everybody roll initiative! Here we fucking go. Finally. So that's gonna be for the big bad guy. And then Ryza, who I forgot I also got to roll for. And then don't mind these next two. So 15,
ooh, I got me a 19.
10, 7, 2, 18. All right, hold on. Whoa. All right. Back up for a second here. Highest to lowest. Who's got the highest number? Probably
I have
Ray
19.
with that 19.
Yeah.
Ray.
He had a 15 at one point.
Mao. Who was under that? Who was under 15?
Was that Ryza? Because that's the second
yeah,
one?
Ryza was.
Because the 6 was already there.
Yep. Good call. And then who was under 15? Wax. The 12.
Yeah, I got 12.
And then I rolled another 7 and a 2. Jimbo.
I got a 5.
All right, initiative order is set. You may kick it off though by continuing your action that inspired initiative. Go ahead. Deduct your spell slots for root, snare, and pacify.
Right over.
And cast it. It is a wisdom save, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't write down what kind of save.
Well, go ahead and see if you.
Strength save.
Oh, strength save. All right, go ahead and see if you hit this guy first. Roll your d20 plus your modifier for duelist is intelligence.
$16.
Pizza. Sure, go ahead and smoke him with it. Rootinator and Pacify doesn't technically do any damage, does it? Does it?
Erupts roots beneath the beast, lifting it and restraining and calming it.
Okay, yeah. Technically that like I said, you can never plan these reactions because I never know what they're gonna do. That was a good one. Yeah, that does not trigger anything. Go ahead. Strength roll by him, which would be an 8. I mean, that. What is the DC for that? You rolled a 12, so no, you rolled a
16.
16. Okay, yeah. So that's way below that. Yeah, he's pacified technically for 3 rounds. That's not good. That's not good. Never know what the party's gonna do. And then after Ray, now after you, order sets naturally. Ray, it is your turn.
Okay, so we're in the process of what? Trying to just like grab everybody and get out?
You can't really see. Jimbo just fell unconscious.
Oh god.
And then this guy is still just kind of standing there. It looks like he's definitely stepped closer.
Okay.
And he's talking to Jimbo and Schnur, but Jimbo and Schnur are both unconscious. And he's like talking to you at the same time. Like you can, both of the tokens that represent him are both audioing the same noise.
Okay, so let me. What the heck do I want to do to this dingus? Okay, how close am I to him? Let's see. None of us are really that close to him, are we?
Yeah, you're pretty damn far.
Yeah.
Basically across an entire building.
I guess I just want to move closer to him so I can use a little something on him.
All right. You want to use your full turn to move forward?
Yeah, let me just move closer to him, please.
Gotcha. You guys over there in the other world, you guys see the statue of Ray begin to move like a chess piece. That might have been way too far. Wait, no, that was perfectly far. Oopsie.
All right.
I believe that was 60 on the month. Unless my brain's just fucking with me right now. Wait. It's hard because I can barely see the grid over here too.
Oh.
I'm not really sure how far that was. Let me pull up the ruler real quick. Oh wait, doesn't it have an auto ruler? That would be as far as you could get. My bad.
All right.
That is technically 6 blocks. And then you could save your bonus action for a reaction if anything happens to you.
Yeah, let's do that.
And that is fair. Then it is Mao's turn. And he can't do that because it does have D4 of damage too, which is unfortunate. Good thing Schnur pacified him. What about a little dark binding ribbons? And these black ribbons slip down like black snakes and slither across the ground.
Hmm.
So that is disadvantage -3. So he has to roll twice, take the lower, which would be 4 minus 3 is 1, plus 13 is 14. Is 14 higher or lower than your armor class? Oh, plus? No, because he's focused on Jimba. Never mind. 14, is that higher or lower than your armor class?
Me? My AC is 10.
All right, wonderful. You are wrapped up. What about you, Schnur? Is your armor class higher or lower than 14?
That would be lower.
All right, then both of you guys get wrapped up by these black fabric-like snakes. And know you guys are very familiar with how that works. Go ahead and make a dexterity check or be restrained. The DC would be 14. So you have to make a dex roll higher or lower than 14.
So I can roll 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you both have.
Yeah, I got a 10.
I got an 8.
All right, you are both restrained. And he kind of like laughs and cackles as he hits you with a similar technique. Neither of you are concerned here. And you begin feeling this drain on you, Schnur. Well, no, because this is still round 1. Never mind. And then he'll save his bonus action, and that brings it to Ryza, who's like, oh shit, what's happening? And she sees these tendrils around you, and she's gonna pull out a scroll of summoning. She's like, oh shit, she just gave me everything I needed. That is technically not lower, but as long as you don't resist, your AC can technically be 0. Ryza begins to prepare a scroll, and on it there's like some weird sigils that you have not seen before, and she is aiming it right at you, Solaris. What would you want to roll against that? You don't actually got to roll your ACs higher, or do you want to just let her hit you?
I'm gonna just let her hit me.
All right. And she performs the reverse summoning technique. And basically, just like you can with any pet, to recall a pet, it is the same thing, except she has to pay the spell slots. What is your level?
My level is 5. The species level 5.
Perfect. So she pays that amount of spell slots to
Jeez.
retrieve you, basically to unsummon you. And since she paid it, though, she gets to summon you back. The only catch is that you guys switch places. So now Ryza is technically entangled, and you are way back there by the door, able to run and flee if you like.
I don't think I want to run away.
You guys on the other end see the statues suddenly switch places, and now Malbar has both of these two wrapped up, Ryza and Schnur. Following that,
definitely don't want to run away.
Yeah, definitely not. I was just saying. It is now Wax's turn.
When does Jimbo go? Oh. Wait a minute, no, I just started it. That's right. My initial turn didn't count. I'm just a little stupid.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. So
Alright.
you must make a strength check, or basically you can't move or attack. You can still cast
suppose.
non-attacking spells, and you can still cast attacks, but at disadvantage. Sorry. I don't know why I say you can't attack. You can't move while restrained, and you can't attack. If you attack, you're at disadvantage, and if you are attacked, they are at advantage. But other than that, you're able to attack. You would just be at disadvantage.
Well, I would like to do my strength to try to escape.
All right, DC is 12. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, big money. Oh shit, was I supposed to roll that as a save?
No, it's currently
Okay.
it's a strength check because it's an action you're performing, not an action being done to you. The action's already done. Yeah, you break those fucking ribbons with just enough strength to tear through them. They shred off of you. That does take your main action, but you still have bonus action and your free interaction.
Let's see.
And you are still pretty close to this guy.
I was gonna say, I'm still like right behind him, aren't I?
Beside him, he is
beside
back turned to the wall, looking at Jimbo and looking at you.
Okay.
Yeah, he stopped and looked the other way so that you and the pixie were like side by side alongside of him. The pixie would roughly be area. You guys would just be hanging next to each other, probably a couple of them in this general area, kind of around, and he's basically standing not even eye level with you, basically under you guys. You're raised up, hanging off the roof, and you guys are like a chandelier, basically. All these different bones and the pixie, little Timmy, and you. Or were, sorry. Now you are out of the cage in the current area and position that you are on the map. Sorry. Forgot the cage is already broken and you're out. My bad. DM error there, but now you are out and at that current position with your bonus action, your free interaction available.
And with that, am I able to cast another spell on one of those?
With your bonus action, you can do anything that doesn't directly attack or target somebody. If you have any like spell that you want to apply to yourself, or an ally that wouldn't make you roll for it, or drinking or consuming.
Alright, can I just for this time kind of investigate him since I'm pretty close to him and see if there's anything that like they couldn't see from far away that could like give us hints about how to defeat him?
Absolutely.
Like maybe see his weaknesses.
Also, one thing I do want to say, don't forget you are the only person that gets that bonus action as a duelist. As long as you don't use it to attack, just like any other bonus action, you can do basically whatever you want with it. Which means if you want to move 3 blocks and save your main bonus action as a reaction, you can always do that. You can look around for a free interaction. Go ahead and roll investigation. Oh, shit.
19.
Oh shit. Yeah, there's some very curious things around. By the cloth on these, what's left of these bodies, it doesn't look old enough for them to have decayed naturally, and the cloth looks newer and newer, closer to you and little Timmy, being basically the newest additions to the collection. Almost like this guy is speeding up. his magic must drain him a lot. If to do whatever he's doing, he has to grab a hold of you and the pixie and a gnome. That could be a key factor in defeating him, possibly stamina.
Interesting.
There are a lot more than you. If he theoretically had to defend against a barrage of spells, we know the main weakness, Lydia Frostvale taught us, the main primary weakness of shield spells and wards is that they burn up your spell slots. And if you're under fire from multiple protection, multiple objections, you have to make a bigger, like a dome-like, and that takes even more amount of mana.
Yes.
And with that, you would have your bonus action, and your bonus action.
Alright, I'd like to use the one to move a few blocks away from him, and then I'll save the other. I'd like to move towards Jimbo, like an angle per se. That's the wrong button. Whoopsie. Now I doodle.
Yeah, I think that was me that doodled. I tried, and then I
Oh.
remembered you were one of the ones that can move yours, and then I stopped, and so you could see where I went to grab you and then pulled back and tried to stop, but yeah.
That should be 3 blocks.
Yeah, it looks about right. And you can see now you'd be beside kind of where little Timmy's hanging up, and he looks over at you and he's like, "Hey, Jessica." And he thinks that you're his one sister come to save him. He looks very malnourished. He might have been in here for a week or so. We don't know if he's been fed or watered or anything.
Is his cage still locked? He only unlocked mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's rough.
That's rough. You can't afford getting attacked and not having a reaction. Sorry, guy. Speaking of guy, you just don't understand. I have waited so long to get my hands on you, Jimbo. I wouldn't let you just slip away now. And he kind of does one of these, almost it looks like he's calling to you with his pointer finger in a classic, not a seductive manner, but oh, come over here and check this out, with his smirk. You didn't wander into this. You didn't stumble here. I brought you here. He smiles bigly, widely, like a malicious Father Talius, as he does, and he continues to wave his finger in manner and such. It turns out he's not even waving at you at all, or signaling you at all. He's actually signaling these 2 new statues that you watch enter into the room. They're still statues. They're not in this world with you. They're actually in the real world right next to where Solaris just got teleported next to. And Solaris, you see as these 2 guys step forward, their teeth elongate like giant canines, the middle of them hollowing out, beginning to draw blood mist out of the air. Since you are so close to them, you can just smell the pungent iron stank of death and decay. These 2 sired blood hunters that are ravaged and thin and depraved of their energy look at you like a giant bloodbath. Their teeth swell up in size even greater, about half the size of a saber-toothed tiger. I mean, 3-4 inches down out of their jaw, protruding with these holes in the bottom of them. And it is number one's turn. Are technically turned around, so it is right. So that is a 14. Is that higher or lower than your armor class? Ray?
Oh, I have 10. My armor class is 10.
All right. Well, then this first blood hunter to the right pulls his dagger out and slices you, trying to pull the blood from you even faster. You notice it kind of like mystifying around you as it does 2 damage, and then he is actually going to go ahead and just continue walking closer.
Okay.
3
Can I
hit. He like slices you. Oh, sorry.
go ahead?
He just like slices you, and then I forgot to roll twice and take the higher just in case he got a nat 20. It wouldn't really make any difference. But he slices you and then continues to step forward towards Ryza. Ever since these two stepped in, you hear the door slam behind you, boots across the wooden floors, the stank of blood and death. And this guy just slices you, your arms go up, 2 hit points come out of your health pool. As soon as these two entered around you, their aura began blood misting you. And since you were both of their targets, you have 2 counters of blood mist when this guy ends his turn. 1 for him targeting you, 1 for him damaging you. And now he's going to move on. And then it is Jimbo's turn.
All right. So, this motherfucker right here has 3 turns of not being able to do shit. Correct.
Correct. Not being able to damage you. He can't cast anything that would hurt you.
Okay.
Or he would have to roll a disadvantage. He can still target you, he can still do whatever he wants. And he could still attack, he would just have to roll so a disadvantage. Which he didn't even care if he rolled a disadvantage. He shot Ryza, or Solaris and Schnur at this both, and when he attacked Solaris, she was 45 away. He rolled like disadvantage, which would be anything beyond 60, and then minus 3, so 15 on top of that. 75.
And he's trying to lure me in, right? So did I at any point just, especially under confusion, go towards him?
No. He just moved you over into this slightly green hue shaded of version of reality.
I think I would like to also get as close to him as I possibly can. Try and hear this man out.
Okay. Step forward. How far you want to go?
I don't want to be fully, I don't want to give him a hug, but
No, I got you.
I would like to be closer.
You can only move a max of 60 unless you want, or a 30 unless you want a bonus dash.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the bonus.
So 45.
Well,
would
let's
be
see
your
it first.
max.
Oh, yes. Beautiful. Closer to Schnur and closer to you.
Right about there would be 45.
And then,
Then you
does
only have
throwing
your free.
things count as a bonus action?
You don't have a bonus action, you just bonus dash.
Oh, okay, cool.
Free object interaction as long as it doesn't target. No, it's free. Like if you want to be like, here, take this. That's you can do that for a free interaction. Yep. But if you're like trying
And
to
if
throw a
not,
rock
that
at
would be my
someone,
reaction.
it'd be a free interaction. You could toss a rock as easy as you could say a word. As long as it's not like gotta aim and like focus to hit them. You don't gotta roll.
So if I were to like throw Schnur a potion.
Should get, yeah, absolutely. You can do that for your free
Okay,
interaction.
so I'm not gonna do that, but I'm going to throw her the grease-soaked pants that are highly flammable.
Absolutely. And she's definitely within 60, so you wouldn't even need to make it, or 30, so you wouldn't even need to make a strength check. 60 is the max, 30 and higher you gotta roll for, but yeah, absolutely. And then that is your turn. Guy number 2. The other guy behind you, Ray, he is also going to take an attack at you, and you're technically at disadvantage because he's behind you. It'll be a 15. Does that cost 10? So that hits. So got a half. And you take 2 more damage as the blade like cuts into you. Now you have 4 stacks of blood. As your blood begins to kind of like bubble and vaporize, and begin to mist outside of your body, and these large fangs that he has are not only for sniffing the blood. And that'll be his turn, and that brings it all the way back to top of initiative with your turn, Ray.
Okay. Gosh, how far away am I? I'm back way far away from this guy, aren't they already?
No, one guy's like right behind you.
Oh, that's right. There's 2 guys. Yeah. Can I do? Oh, what's wrong? Let's see.
There's actually 3 in total. There's the one guy all the way at the end of the room
Well,
that is
yeah,
basically monologuing to himself while also talking to Jimbo and Schnur in a different world. And then
Can I
there
arc
is
surge both of the guys closest to me?
not at the same time. You gotta aim at each one of them
Okay.
individually.
Oh,
But
I
you
guess
could
then let
arc
me
surge
do.
and then arc surge again because it's casting in succession. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Yeah. Go for it.
Roll 2 d8s. It says.
You got to roll the target first, so roll wisdom, basically.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Is this a d20, right?
Yep. And it'd be plus. I think your wisdom is 6.
Oh yeah. Well, I was always having +4, but if it's +6, hell.
So that would be 8, and that does not hit.
Damn it.
So you have to deduct those 3 spell slots and make sure you deducted that 4 health from last round.
Okay.
And do you want to cast another arc surge?
Yeah, I want to try. You freaking
Go
get
for it.
one of these guys the heck out of here, man.
Go for it.
15 plus 6,
Plus
eh?
6. That absolutely is. Smokes. Go ahead and roll your 2d8. He's burned afterwards, which might actually be a saving grace condition. Woo!
8 and 3.
That is 11 damage. Alright, so we are just gonna always round up for so that would be 5.5. We're gonna call it 6. He takes 6 damage as your lightning blasts into him, and then all of your blood begins to rapidly pour out of you faster, and you also take 6 damage.
Oh. Do I have a Do I have a free move? What you call?
You do.
Can I take one of my small healing potions?
You may.
Okay, I gotta roll a d4 for that, right?
It's D4 plus 2. So
We're
5.
hyping you on from the void.
Yeah, 5.
You heal up. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. He is now burned, which kind of makes things a little bit different. So would you, if you're done with your turn,
What other options do I have?
well, technically you could do that for a free interaction. So if you want, you may reposition. You're kind of in a bad spot unless Ryza manhandles that other guy.
Yeah, I'd
Because you
like to
got
just
one on
probably
each side of you.
like scoot away. I guess like left and up.
All right. Try my best here. Left 1 or left 2?
Left 1 and 2 up.
Alrighty. And yeah, that would wrap it up for you, and then it's back to Mao. Let's stop pretending this was a coincidence, boy. You see these? And he starts pointing around the room. You see tiny little holes. Something like when you make a space diorama for science class and you poke a whole bunch of holes in the top so that it looks like stars when you put a lamp on the other side. Or what it looks like from the inside of a jar with a whole bunch of holes popped through it and light shining. All these little tiny holes are scattered all around. You were never meant to be anything. You were never meant to grow up. You were meant to survive. 20 years ago, something went wrong. Not a battle, but a war. A mistake on principle. I'm sure you know all about the tear. Something that your kind barely understands. But the veil didn't just tear. We changed reality, Jimbo. And the thing is, I got a feeling you're gonna be a lot like your parents. And you're gonna try and stop that. But, see, I'm a man who plans ahead. Why wait for you to grow up when I can just hunt you down now? While the Oculus is keeping you naive, simple in your brain. Starts tapping on the side of your head, or on the side of his head. A little bit fuzzy, huh? Memories
Little
not
bit.
quite what they're supposed to be.
Explain more. I'm intrigued.
Your parents were brilliant enough to understand what that meant. They saw it. And he smiles even bigger, his like jaw almost shattering. Extinction. Collapse. And they saw a world that would not survive what's coming. And so they built a solution. He points at you, his smile never fading, locked, dead on you. This looks really super creepy to Ray and Ryza, who are getting sliced up by these blood hunters, presumably. They look like frozen statues to Jimbo and Schnur.
Very intrigued. Very, very intrigued. But I think we need to figure out a way to go back to the real world. If it is the real world.
No. Unfortunately, there is no way back. That's why I brought you here. You see, you, a living archive, a seed, a blueprint for restoration. And if the world were to die, they hoped that you would not mourn it, but regrow it. Every species, lineage, magical signature stored right there. He goes back to tapping on his noggin. Hidden so well, you don't even remember. Brilliant! Your parents, they were so brilliant. It was harder to lead you here than you think. Yeah, least I can do. And a drink levitates from off the shelf and into his hand. And a drink levitates across the shelf and towards yours. You've been curious thus far, please. Let me tell you the grandest part. Over a drink, though. Over a drink.
You drink first.
Of course, of course. Don't worry, I wouldn't poison you. There's no need. There's no need. Look where you are. And he starts drinking. No, the problem is, someone like you would never work for someone like me. Believe me, I know. Been there, done that. I extended your parents the same offer. But no, they just needed to save the world. Couldn't replace it. And I've been looking for you all this time. But don't worry, I didn't get my hands dirty. He keeps continuing to drink. Oh, no, no. I'm not the monster. I merely control them. Indulge their cravings. The blood hunters who are no doubtably eating your friends. The broken things that need somewhere to hide. The half-starved that need something to fill their gut. Barely people anymore, really. Easy to point, easy to unleash. You start having flashbacks of that silhouette as you're being loaded into some device. The shadows stretching across the room. The blunt hunters ravaging through whatever building this was. They tore through your home, you know. They did exactly what they were meant to do. But that blood is not on my hands. That is on your parents' hands. And now, Jimbo, it is going to be on your hands. But your parents did surprise me. They didn't run. They didn't beg. They finished their work. They put the Oculus inside of you, locked it, buried it, deep in your memories. So, of course, my boss sent me to get that from you. It would be so much easier if you would just cooperate. But like I said, been there, done that. And he takes the last sip of his glass. It is now empty and spinning in his hands.
Well, sir, what sort of cooperation would it take to leave my companions at peace safely?
Well, that is a good question. That is a good question. We need what comes next for many larger things. I don't think we could consider your cooperation. See, right now, we hold all the chips. And besides, soon, it will not matter. I'm not here to take anything from you yet. No, 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 no. You misjudge what this all is.
Then what is it?
Well,
May I roll charisma?
absolutely.
Three.
You got it.
He turns his head to you, and you see those little tiny specks of light are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. In the mirror reality where you were in the nightmare, you've seen something much like this as the spell began to weaken, as it began to break and fall apart. But this seems to be happening with some sort of signification of strength. And this reality does not look much like the reality you were in before. Black, blue, red, set across the horizon in everlit hues. Strings of time racing across the dimensions afar, the corner of your gaze, chased by purple arcane flames, burning the strings up as they go, burning the candle at both ends, so to speak. This is merely preparation. No. So you do not walk into a woods and shoot a deer. You learn to string a bow. You learn to track the deer. You learn to make arrows. And then, at long last, you shoot the animal and put it out of its misery. This would be much closer to one of the previous steps than the ladder. Although we did have to deal with complications. Hopefully, they took care of your friend, though. He was clumsy stumbling about. A pity. He also could have made a great part of our team. So much bloodshed today. When will it end? When will you all just roll over and die?
Well.
Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna say with that, I think he's monologued enough for one turn. I think those three question / monologue answers would count as a sufficient turn for him. Ryza goes into kind of like a shocked state as this guy also right in front of her is like monologuing that that the blood hunters have killed Graft and Wyrife. And she's like, what? And she now turns and sees Solaris because she's looking for insurance, sees this blood hunter walking up with a knife, and She is binded, so she can't technically cast any attack spell without being a disadvantage. But she's learned a thing or two from her friend Solaris Ray, especially how to use cantrips unconventionally. And see that table in the bottom corner there? She's gonna gravitate object that and slam it into the blood hunter there. Not technically targeting for damage, so he can't use his reaction ability. And I, of course, got to roll for that.
And he's already hurt, right? So
Uh, wait, which one did you hit? No, I guess
I burned the one
if
on the
that's the one
bottom.
you attacked, then yes.
The one on the one.
She's gonna slam the table into the one that's next to you that is walking towards
Oh,
her.
okay, okay.
And we'll just say it's basically an unarmed strike. So it does 3 damage plus her duelist intelligence. 6 would be 9 damage. So she slams this table into him for 9 damage, offsetting his stance. And because he can't heal from this, because she didn't target him for damage, um, or not with a damaging attack, the table did damage, which is inanimate, and it can't suck blood from that. Uh, Pretty crazy, and he takes 10 damage, which is probably a lot more than he's been hurt for without being able to heal it up. He looks a little weary on both of his feet. Is that the guy that you spark bolted?
What? Is it? I did the guy towards. Okay, so the one who's to the right of me, or the one who's below me?
That's what
I
I'm
think the
asking.
one who's below me is the one I spark bolted.
Okay. Perfect. And then next is Wax. Let me just get rid of that real quick. And there you are. It is now left off with Wax. Your turn. Ryza throws
Yeah, it was
the
their turn.
Ryza throws the table. That's the end of her turn, and then we go into Wax's.
Stop.
So I would like to um move the 10 feet to him, do a little wrappy wrap of those pants around his neck and like tie him on him because I'm a little floating magical bitch, and I'm gonna lynch it on his neck, and I'm gonna like float back.
Okay. Make a strength check, a grapple check.
I got a 2.
And yeah, so that is not able to do anything, but he's patient, and so instead of really doing anything, he just kind of like steps to the side, and you go in to
Isn't he like
grab.
root snare and pacified?
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. So he can't move. So he leans to the side, and just avoids being wrapped up because you didn't meet his AC. Um, but he doesn't move. You are correct. The root snare and pacify would hold his ass planted right there because it raises him up basically. Um, so yeah, he can't move. Um, I think it effectively makes the speed 0 as well for at least 3 turns. So that's where it describes that you can't move while under it.
So I still have part of my turn left, correct?
You'd still have a bonus action, and another bonus action, and a free object interaction.
So am I still holding on to the pants then, since I failed to tie them to him?
Yep.
Can I try it again?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Well, we gonna try that shit again.
Technically, you can't really make a strength roll for a bonus action, but since this does not do damage and it's a grapple, or really any other roll that doesn't do damage, it's not targeting to roll damage dice, you are allowed to do this bonus action. So take it away.
To roll a strength for it still then?
Yep.
Okay, okay.
All good.
On 11.
He swerves you again, but this time it's by the hair on his chin as you're like floating around like an angry butterfly with this giant cloth flailing behind you like a sailboat.
May I cheer her on a wee bit?
Yeah?
I'd be like, hell yeah, Schnur, you got this. You
Or
were the
no,
best at
actually you
fucking
can't.
strangling people.
You did use your bonus action last turn. Absolutely. So you do not have a
Ah.
reaction, so you cannot do anything during anyone else's turn, unfortunately. I do remember you used your turn to totality of action bonus and free object. But he that barely misses. His armor class cannot be much higher than that. And that leaves you with one more bonus action and your free object interaction.
Can I speak to little Timmy?
Absolutely.
Hey, little Timmy, I see you looking malnourished as fuck up there. I think you're small enough. Could you just, like, wiggle through the bars and drop to the ground and we'll just, like, sweep you up?
Ah.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay, big sis. Whatever you say. And he just, like, starts crawling forward. And you see, like, the wizard guy is like, what the fuck? He's like, how is that guy still able to move? He's like, smashes his head through the bars, which the width of them is maybe only like 1/8 of an inch too small. And so he really has to smash his head through there. But yeah, the rest of his body would fit because his head's kind of like big, like a bobblehead. All pixies are kind of like bobblehead versions, the one from Fairly Odd Parents. And it kind of like just he just falls down and just drops on the ground. He's like, oh shit. Um, let's say hypothetically he had. Let's just go ahead and give him 4 health. He takes about half of that on the fall down. It's a pretty sizable fall, like 6 feet. It's above this guy's head, like a marginal distance of a foot or two. So I'd say it's actually maybe more like an 8-foot fall if he's like flat. Yeah. So he like plops down, takes 2 damage. He looks like he is barely hanging on, but he is there on the ground, kind of like scraping his way over to you.
And I should still have a bonus action, correct?
Yes, you do.
Can I, like, wedge the piece of cheese I have down his throat so he gets some health?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and roll the d4.
Alright. Ooh!
Oh. And you just like shove the cheese wheel down. He's like, oh man, I was hoping for like some mead or something, but thank you, big sis. Oh shit, where's Solaris? This is all her fault. I know it is. Oh shit. He's steady, but he's clearly delirious. I mean, he's been malnourished for days, dehydrated. Just crazy. I would say he's confused, but not really. I don't know. He's just dazed dazed and confused, maybe.
Mhm.
And then it
Well,
goes,
that would be the end of my turn.
yes, yes. And then to guy number 1, and he is. Make a 12. That is not. Oh, well, she is technically binded up still, so he'll roll at advantage. Oh, shit. And that will be a dirty 26. And it is technically a new round. So that would be 7 damage plus uh 2 stacks of blood mist. Let me pull the mechanic back up here. All right. So basically, every time you attack one of these guys, 50% of the incoming damage is going to be reduced, and then each of you are going to take that as your blood starts pouring out of you, mystifies, and they begin sucking it up. And so half of that damage that you remember doing from earlier, that's 6 points, is now also going to be added to any attacks this guy makes in the next round. So this is a total of 13 plus 8 would be 21 plus any target that they've already established blood mist and damage from. They can 1d20 add onto this to make you have a brain hemorrhage and bleed out internally as well. Unfortunately, they haven't hit Ryza with blood mist impact yet, but this one does hit. And so that is 23 damage as Ryza is like slashed open, and the blood almost acts as barbed wire. As it comes out of her, it slashes her up even more and just absolutely pools her. She is knocked down and kind of just laying there now. This one slash is enough to do it with 23 damage in total. Just absolutely slashes out and cuts her, and then all of the blood that is flowing out of her from this cut acts like barbed wire and moves in a similar motion, just absolutely razoring and sawing through her as all the damage applies. 23 does KO her, or at least knock her down, and then she's got to fight to be KO'd or not. And then it is your turn, Jimbo.
Alright, so little Timmy is moderately okay here. He's done ate some cheese. That's good. Schnur is free. Little Timmy is free. I mean, it's not like we can just, like, take the door out. So I should be able to close the distance, and I think in this situation, I would want to try to stab him upwards in the lung towards the heart through the rib cage. Not through the rib cage, but like up and over, or down and over. With the fancy knife.
All right. Roll your strength check.
If I could give it a little twist at the end, that would be nice.
Oh.
21?
That absolutely smokes them. So it'd be 2d6, because it's a critical attack. It'd be 2d6 plus 2. So
2d6 plus 2.
the number 2. 2.
Wait, so like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it'd be that number plus the number 2. So 10 damage.
Oh.
As you slice out across his shoulder blade and scuff down into his robes, the blade just mirages through this illusion. However, in the actual world over there that you can't see, the cut actually does manifest. Not only just tear through his robes, but slice down his actual body as well.
Beautiful.
No, I misled you. I misled you. This doesn't end with you. And it didn't begin with your parents. Oh, shit, that hurts. Oh, fuck, it's been so long. Everybody uses magic these days. And both him and the spectral him are kind of like looking at the gash and the cut. Oh, shit, is that fucking silver? You can see the smoke starting to kind of singe out of the crevice where you sliced them. No. This was all started by something much older. Fuck. There's things older than the thing that was made. Things older than the things that broke. Things older than the veil. Things older than the things in between them. Things that put them on separate sides, Jimbo. And you would rather them rule? No. The Oculus, we could rule. Rewrite reality, existence, magic, flowing, lives, genetics. We would be like gods. Even to these creatures. The Oculus does not store life. Your parents may have told themselves that so that they could sleep while they created it, but it translates everything. Every creature and essence, every thread of magic, it converts them into something observers can understand. Haven't you seen things that you didn't know, but you could innately understand? You've seen it passing through. That's the other side, Jumbo. And it's not simply
May I
to...
grab the knife, the dagger, push it slightly forward, and drag up towards his throat? What
you
is your name, and how do you know my parents?
You cannot attack roll for your bonus action. So you cannot.
Not an attack, just more so an intimidation.
Yes, you can absolutely make an intimidation check. I'd say the knife like slashed through him. This him that you're looking at is actually more of it's not an illusion, but it's more ethereal. Wherever you did cut, the flesh didn't even appear cut here on this version of him. Only on the other version in the real world. This is more like an
Yes,
astral
the
projection.
knife is not doing anything. I'm just like gently pulling it up. Just more in a spooky way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just kind of petting him with the knife.
Roll an intimidation.
That's an 8.
That is not quite high enough. Yeah, that would not quite. What would you say? What would you try and intimidate him and say while you're doing this? I wouldn't say that you can't hold your knife up and look scary. What would you say while you're trying to intimidate him?
Well, I would just simply go with something along the lines of, well, you seem to know quite a lot about me. We seem to be familiar, maybe in another life, who knows. But you also seem to be rather free with information. You seem to want to tell me something. What are you trying to tell me? Is it to do with you, my parents? Who?
Very observant. You must be top of your classes. No,
I wouldn't go that far.
I would think of this more like a sinful man that sits down in front of a priest and tells him all the dirty things he's done. Jimbo! Shit, that was a good cut. That was a good cut. Maybe you are all that, but you know, everything with your parents, the experiment, Project Oculus, your parents foresaw everything. And in their grand sight, they nearly saved the world. But there was a snitch, a traitor, one who tried to sabotage the project, and still your mama and pa, they pushed on. They would not yield. They wanted to save the world. Ironic, they ended up being the ones to doom it, don't you think? And I was here for both halves. Yes, that's right. I know so much because I knew your parents. I was there the night they were attacked. Who do you think opened the door to let the blood hunters in? Better yet, who do you think took them off their leash and pointed them in the first place? Who do you think it was that sent the blood hunters to draw your sense of adventure out to the boar? Or who sent them to capture the pixie? Or to kill the boy? What was his name? Slapton, Captain, Rafton, Grafton, something like that.
Hmm. That's a good question.
It was I.
I like you, evil man.
It was I. Wait, did you not hear the part? I just told you I had a hand in your parents' murders. I might not have been the one to do it. My hands are squeaky clean, but that's right. I looked the other way, let them in, let information slip into the wind. And now, I'm going to leave you here to die, to be digested into my thoughts, into nothingness and everything. But don't worry, your actual body and your friend's body, they will be all right. But this only ends one way. And he looks at you in a sly, smug look like, this guy's gotta be kidding me. He still wants to work with me? He's like, this is all in the bag. If you're deceiving or tricking him, you don't even gotta roll for it. It's successful through roleplay. He believes at this moment you are not a threat.
So, what's the plan, Stan? Fill me in on the project.
He points back behind you to the statues of the blood hunters and the statue of Ryza that's knocked over. And next in initiative is the other blood hunter, Um, which would be a plus 12. And Ray, your armor class is 10, right?
Yes.
All right. So, just like before, that 6 damage is added onto this, along with the 4 counts of blood mist that you have, and
Ugh.
and you have not been hit by a blood mist strike yet, so you do not have to roll for a hemorrhage. So that would be 8 plus 6 is 14 damage. You are kind of just slammed with. And didn't apply to Ryza, but it applies to you. Now that they have slammed you with a blood slashing attack, half of that is healed back from him.
Oh,
And
okay.
he is looking pretty damn healthy pretty quickly. Uh, as he ends his turn, it is now back to you.
Okay, well done.
You hear this guy monologuing, talking about the end and all this crazy shit. Ryza is bleeding out on the ground. You are about to be in a 2v1 against both of these still standing blood hunters. And I will tell you, Ryza does have a weapon that could really, really help here. But unfortunately, she was binded and couldn't make a direct attack target, and that has been her downfall. So, if you pick her up, she wouldn't be
Uh,
binded.
yeah, and then that's like my free move is to pick her up.
Uh, if you were next to her, unfortunately, you're not. So you'd have to spend your whole turn moving just to get within range
Well,
of her.
let's do that because I can't fight these guys by myself. I need that bitch to get on up.
It'd be 15 to get there, plus one more. But yeah, you'd be able to get there, and then you'd be able to pick her up for your free interaction. She is now
Oh,
standing. Regains. She's at 1 hit point plus 3. She's at 4 hit points, and she is like barely standing. She's on some wobbly legs. And then that brings it back to Maw. And now it ends the only way it ever does. You feel that? This strain, this place is unraveling. And you can't leave. You're going to die here. You're going to fade into nothingness. And your body, it'll remain. I've only taken your mental, your consciousness here. I'm but a spiritual projection of sorts in this realm. And while you put up a good fight, the clock has run dry, my friend. It was good to get to see what you had become. Too bad no one else will ever get to hear this from you. Your story was grand, but it is time your spirit and your body depart. Your body will still breathe and it'll still move if you push it, but you, Jimbo, you will be gone. I won't rush what comes next. And he is going to thunder step right there where Jimbo's body fell limp at. And technically, since you can't do anything, he doesn't even got to roll because your AC would be 0.
Is
So
he
he's just
still
gonna
pacified?
not his actual body, only this spiritual body
Oh.
here. And then he just like sticks his pinky in the side of Jimbo's neck and holds like a little tiny vial up to you and just like puts it up against your neck. You take 2 bleed out damage, and he just scoops up a little bit of your blood, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll come back when I'm ready, and maybe I'll see what's left to rebuild, or then I might take the Oculus." And the spirit version of him disappears. He just quits focusing on the spell, and it just fizzles away. And then you, Schnur, the pixie, and all the skeletons are left here. And Ray and Ryza are basically right there next to him. You guys watch him, or not? Maybe not even watch him. Maybe this is happening while you're picking Ryza up off the ground, trying to revive her. He just walks over there and like sticks his pinky in Jimbo's neck, gets a little vial of blood, watches him start bleeding out, and he's like, "Just need proof," and caps it up, and he's like, "I'll come back for your body whenever your mental has basically dissolved and is gone." And then he is going to cast.
Can I like poke little Timmy? See how he's doing?
Yeah. You want to do a medicine check?
Do that?
It's a fun one we don't get to use very often because all the magic healing. And he is going to thunder step back. But yeah, you'd be able to get there, and then you'd be able to pick her up for your free interaction. She is now standing. Regains. She's at 1 hit point plus. Three. She's at 4 hit points, and she is like barely standing. She's on some wobbly legs. And then that brings it back to Maw. And now, it ends the only way it ever does. You feel that? This strain, this place is unraveling. And you can't leave. You're going to die here. You're going to fade into nothingness. And your body, it'll remain. I've only taken your mental, your consciousness here. I'm but a spiritual projection of sorts in this realm. And while you put up a good fight, the clock has run dry, my friend. It was good to get to see what you had become. Too bad no one else will ever get to hear this from you. Your story was grand. But it is time your spirit and your body depart. Your body will still breathe and it'll still move if you push it, but you, Jimbo, you will be gone. I won't rush what comes next. And he is going to thunder step right there where Jimbo's body fell limp at. And technically, since you can't do anything, he doesn't even got to roll because your AC would be 0.
Is
So
he
he's just
still
gonna
pacified?
not his actual body, only this spiritual body
Oh.
here. And then he just like sticks his pinky in the side of Jimbo's neck and holds like a little tiny vial up to you and just like puts it up against your neck. You take 2 bleed out damage, and he just scoops up a little bit of your blood, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll come back when I'm ready, and maybe I'll see what's left to rebuild, or then I might take the Oculus." And the spirit version of him disappears. He just quits focusing on the spell, and it just fizzles away. And then you, Schnur, the pixie, and all the skeletons are left here. And Ray and Riza are basically right there next to him. You guys watch him, or not, maybe not even watch him. Maybe this is happening while you're picking Riza up off the ground, trying to revive her. He just walks over there and like sticks his pinky in Jimbo's neck, gets a little vial of blood, watches him start bleeding out, and he's like, "Just need proof," and caps it up, and he's like, "I'll come back for your body whenever your mental has basically dissolved and is gone." And then he is going to cast the same type spell, so it's technically casting in succession, and he is going to thunder step back that way. And next would be Wax's turn. But technically, there's nothing you guys can do. If you'd like to talk and roleplay, you can, or investigate around or anything like that.
Alrighty.
I knew I should have lit this place up.
Can I like poke little Timmy? See how he's doing?
Yeah. Do you want to do a medicine check?
Do that?
It's a fun one we don't get to use very often because all the magic healing.
18.
Holy shit, she's good at the medicine. Yeah, you're able to restore him D4. Roll a D4 for free. You're able to heal him up a little bit. The cheese and taking time and getting him sitting upright and stuff is definitely helping. I mean, he's at 8 health. His max cap is 10, so I'm mainly just telling story by saying how like delirious and dehydrated he is. For the most part, he's fine now. You've done a good job. He's healed basically 2 points away from his maximum, so he's pretty healthy.
I'd rolled a 2 on the D4, so could I ask him if he's seen any ways to get out of here or for how we could fight this, how he got here and stuff?
I've only seen someone leave here in one way. There was a little gnome man, and he pulled his soul into here and then bonded it into a gold coin.
Oh.
So maybe we could get smuggled out in somebody else's pocket or something like that, maybe. But I've never seen this place start dissolving before. And yeah, now you maybe maybe this is where all the flesh from all the skeletons has gone, dissolved into this memory area, Kind of like we saw that one guy's spirit and energy and flesh just get like ripped out of him, but like a long, like a chamber that does it over time, like a slow cooker.
Anything you'd like to think about here, Jimbo?
I think I'm kind of shit out of luck because I got that coin in my pocket.
You could free him. I mean, he's just a spirit, no body to go back to. You could put him to rest. His energy would be consumed and turned into nothing and everything, or whatever that crazy Malbar guy
I will
said.
take a moment to speak to this little motherfucker. So I'm very at a loss right now. So I'm gonna reach into my pocket, pull the little coin man out, and just like previous encounters, I'm going to apologize for being a dick and ask him, how do I free you? And hope he has no hard feelings.
Oh, I don't think I
Kind of a
have a
stressful
body to go
situation,
back
you know.
to. Didn't we see all my flesh and everything get ripped off and like just dissipated and torn up and apart? Tragic. Well, I am kind of just a ghost trapped in a coin. You know, I don't really have a life unless someone were to like, maybe take me on adventures and stuff. Otherwise, I would kind of just be a coin in someone's pocket. It'd probably be better to just put me to rest. Oh, just don't freeze the coin. And I think also it might stab you and do a little bit of damage. I'm not sure.
Well, man, I'm pretty sure like we're both in the spirit realm right now. So I would just have to hope that I'm like half-assedly a corpse right now. I'm kind of in permanap mode. So I guess we can just hope that. I'm not sure if I could do it. Not sure how that translates to the spirit realm. But I can
Oh,
try and set you free.
if you want to, you just gotta have the intention. Just think freeing thoughts, and I'll be gone. I'll be free. But I'd be happy to go on adventures with you, as long as you're gonna carry me around and make me look cool and stuff.
How much are you worth? Like, if I tried to bargain for something.
It's worth a sentient life.
I mean, like,
No,
in theory,
it's
I'm
worth
like
sentient
priceless.
life.
When are you ever gonna see a talking coin again? Plus,
Depends on how
you
much
should
cheese is
turn
in
me
the
over.
equation.
He's not lying.
Everybody says that there's another face on the other side of this coin.
Flip it over.
All right, and it's a pair
I
of
would
ass
love to
cheeks.
chuck that coin right up in the air. I will flip it, and I bet my own ass it will land on heads.
Well, your ass is now gone because both sides are now tails, or what would be considered tails. It is a pair of butt naked butt cheeks. And he's like mooning you, and he's like, "Ha, just kidding, it's still me over here." And he like pulls his pants up and turns around, and it's his face on the other side of the coin too. That one's not gonna get old. Come on.
I'm selling you for cheese.
No.
No, you fucked up.
Please don't.
You're cheese now.
No,
You're as good as cheese.
don't listen to her.
Cheese.
Oh, I'm
Ugh.
glad we're bonding in our last moments before we die.
This isn't bonding. Your cheese.
Oh, shit. Oh, man, also, since we're all gonna die, I feel like I should tell you guys. I think I was an accessory to murder earlier. There, the body that was carrying me around it threw me down on the ground and told me to keep screaming, or it was gonna turn me off, and so I did. And then some random looking guy came walking up, and he was like a talking coin. He's like, "Excuse me, talking coin. You wouldn't happen to know about anything dangerous around these areas?" And I was like, "Yeah, there's something dangerous right behind you." But because I was a talking coin, he didn't listen to me, and I think the trickster killed him. That was crazy. I'm an accessory to murder. Now you guys are too. So, whew, we gotta stick together.
Let's kill the coin.
No, well, I'd be
Can we
happy
give him
to
a high
share.
five?
I'd be happy to share an accessory to your guys' crimes too. Now that we're all in this together, you guys look like a shady bunch. I'm
You're a
sure.
coin. Who's gonna believe you?
Oh, oh.
We do. It's a nice little coin.
I don't know, man. Sounds like he's trying to set us up with fucking
We
murder.
were only being mean because we were scared.
Nah, man. He sounds like he's trying to set us up with some murder ass shit. He ain't telling us how to get out of here. He just telling us how we all going to the slammer.
You're a soulless fuck.
Well, yeah. Look
If
at
I
where we
knew how
are.
to get out of here,
God
I
damn it,
would try
Schmidt.
and leave. I would be more than happy to leave. I'm asking you guys to take me on adventures. I told you guys before we came in here, don't go in there. That guy's gonna kill you. Everybody, he's done this to, like, a whole bunch of
We're gonna be
people.
in here. You're gonna come like
Where do
this.
you think these fucking cages come from? These people, you know. If you guys ever read a fairy tale, like Little Red Riding Hood or Hansel and Gretel, I mean this motherfucker was basically in a giant candy shop for people that had a cheese addiction. And by the guessing of how many times you guys have said cheese in the last sentence, I'm gonna assume you're Hansel and you're Gretel.
Nah.
Holy shit, we're in
Jimbo is
the
going to
oven.
take this coin and haphazardly throw it in its pocket just to make sure that the coin is safe because at this point, Schnurr is looking like a fucking scorpion to this goddamn coin.
I dive into Jimbo's pocket after the
Oh
coin.
my god.
Well,
I need to stop going in dream worlds for
you
you
guys may
motherfuckers.
both roll a strength check and struggle over it if you would like.
Yeah, let's go for it.
If my little ass fucking beats you for this coin,
Probably fucking will.
so you got a 16, and I got a 7. Ah, man. He just like smacked me in his pocket.
Yeah, he like shoves you into a different pocket.
Well, where's little Timmy gonna go? You got any more pockets?
He
That
doesn't
is
have
a
his
Ray
pants.
problem.
What do you mean it's a Ray problem? Little Timmy's in here with us. He's in fucking
You
spiritual
just
hell.
healed him up. He's all nice and healthy.
He's still in. We're trapped.
Yeah, we're all trapped in there. Little Timmy's gonna be all right. He's healed up a little bit. He's feeling better. You know, like not fully great or nothing, but you know, it's way better than before. We're all trapped in the void. We're in the aether.
What if we
It's
just
okay.
start singing Kumbaya and hopefully, like, we can, like, chant enough that we just, like, oogity boogity back to your. Wait a minute. What if I just smack you enough? Do you think that would wake you up?
Wait, are you out?
No, I'm in here by you, dumbass.
Okay, I was gonna say,
If I, like, keep
yeah,
smacking
I
your
would say,
spiritual
you know,
ass.
give me a good kick in the face.
It is now also officially Jimbo's turn, by the way. The other guys do a little movement, and now it is Jimbo, because it was Wax, that one guy who does something, gives gives Mr. Malbar there a free reaction, which he used to use this movement spell, and silently, like a sneak, steps across the room, basically almost stepping over Jimbo's body, as the other blood hunters also readjust in the background there. The one that hasn't gone yet. Jimbo, it is officially your turn. You can still keep doing the roleplay dialogue. It is great. I'm loving it. It's wonderful. I was just letting you know it is officially your turn now. There's not really much you can do there. I just wanted to let you know. You keep roleplaying, doing whatever you would like.
All right, sorry about that audio issue.
All good.
All right, so I think what
do you have
I'm gonna
psychic
do here.
fracture, Jimbo?
No, no, I do not. That was one
Oh.
of the next ones I really wanted.
Never mind.
I
was gonna say I can think
my
of
plan.
one single thing you can do, but it would require something similar to that. But unfortunately, you don't have. I can also think of like
I'm gonna
3
take a
things that
shot
Ray
in
could
the
do,
dark.
but she has her hands
Yep,
pretty full.
that's what I was kind of thinking too.
She's got a couple options.
I'm assuming I'm gonna talk to little coin dude. Well, I'm not really gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna, he's already in my pocket here because Schnur and I were, arguing over the little coin because I think he's an alright dude now.
And Timmy's like crawling up your leg, trying to like get his head inside your boot cuff and trying to like.
Quit humping my ankle, Timmy. That's just creepy.
Oh, please, big brother. Oh, I never had a big brother before. Please hold me. Oh shit, I'm not gonna make it. Keep in mind, he's like fully fine. He's like two hit points from max health.
Okay. Don't zap his ass.
Shove him in the pocket.
Well, you're in one pocket. I got the coin in the other one. Oh yeah, Schnur, you got it on my shoulder. Yeah,
Timmy can have
you
it in
just
the
do
pocket.
that. And then,
Wait a minute.
little Timmy's going in the bag. He doesn't get pocket space. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put my pants back on, even though they're still flammable as shit, if I may.
Absolutely,
And little
absolutely,
Timmy is gonna go in whatever available pocket there is. And then we have good old Coin Boy. He's in the other pocket because I'm afraid to put him in the pocket with little Timmy. I think he might have some issues. And jeez. Oh, jeez.
All right, yeah,
you may
absolutely do that. Let's say that's picking up at least 2 things. So you'd have at least your main action left, maybe, probably. But not.
I think what I'm going to do is hope, pray, and sparkvolt myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get conscious again.
And
hope that works on my physical body, a little jolt to life.
Roll 2d8 and apply burn damage. Or no, you said spark bolt. Roll your
yes, spark bolt. So 0 cantrip.
My brain thought arc search for some reason. Yeah.
Just a little zap.
Roll your d8.
So that's.
Are you casting it with your wand?
Oh wait, no. Oh. Yeah, I forgot I'm flammable as fuck with them pants on.
No.
Everybody just fucking poof.
No.
Schnur,
That's not how I expected the episode to end.
What did you say? Sorry.
Nothing. Keep going. It's wonderful.
Okay, Schnur,
Should we just pull your pants back off, set them off to the side with pointing little Timmy? You can spark yourself. You might need to just not do a spark.
Oh yeah, not really much resuscitation.
Yes, I'd just leave your pants back on.
All right.
Where the fuck's my real person body?
In a cage in the same spot. Your spirit's out of the cage,
Sparkvolt
but your
me.
body's still in the cage.
Oh yeah, sparkvolt her. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, instead of sparkvolting myself, sparkvolt her.
Go for it.
And then that should do minimal damage and not combust.
2d8.
I believe so. 2d8. Yeah.
Spark Bolt is 1d8.
Oh my good God.
Holy shit, you blast her for 8 damage.
And we got cheese from Rat Man, huh?
Absolutely. Plus your wand does +1 damage for lightning spells, correct? So you blast her for 9 damage.
At least it only bites if you touch it.
Alright.
So that
And with that, it comes to guy number 2, who's going to use Strategic Thinker feat and switch places with the boss and be like, oh, what do you want us to do, boss? Let's see. Kill these 2. Lay all their bodies in a circle on the ground. Bring the grease in from outside. Place it down and burn this whole place to the ground. Report back to me when you're done. I'll be at the rendezvous point. And he begins to step forward towards the door. It's basically pretty close. Can't quite get outside just yet. He's basically at the door there. And Ray, it is technically your turn. You are
Yeah.
picking. You just picked Ryza up off the ground. Watch all this happen. Sorry, I forgot. Jimbo?
yes, sir.
I forgot the past 2 turns. So that is a total of 8 bleed out damage. Jimbo's neck is kind of just like pouring this pool of blood that is slowly congealing under his body. From where the guy basically like shoved his pinky in the side of his neck and then just like left him there after getting a vial of him. I'm a vial of his blood, and he is just hanging out there, Ray. What's your remaining HP there, Jimbo?
Oh, okay. Are they able? Well, because they're in like the other little world, right? Like their bodies are by me, but they're like in the spirit area, right?
Yes. And his
Are
body
they
is
able
in.
to use their potion of protection in return to be able? Because since he's already got, Jimbo would only have to use his because they've already got everybody else in the pockets. Schnurr and Timmy is in the pockets already.
They
Would
could.
that do anything to return him back to it, or
They
wait,
could
like
use a potion of protection of return if they were physically there, but
okay,
in this
can I
spot
use?
they're not technically. However,
Okay.
however, think back to the last time there's a similar situation like this. Solaris has a little bit of experience now. The Grand Magistrate helped her
Mm.
and practiced with her and gave his magic up so she could like practice even more.
Wow, which one was that for? Was it the Warden's blessing? Is that even gonna help them? Like, mm,
You remember, like, what did you have to physically do to be able to do the spell to somebody?
it's a good question. I'm trying to read my notes. Mm,
You guys want to help her out?
I read.
It feels Schnurr and
Which part there?
Jimbo pleading for their existence. through the cosmic mystic waves. Do you guys know the spell that she could use right now to save you guys?
Try to read them.
Literally just said it.
Remember their bodies are stiff like statues.
I'm reading, I'm trying to read. Why
Have to
can't I
read
remember?
through
Gosh darn
some of
it.
too. Pretty sure we're just fucked.
No. There's a very.
Not entirely.
Remember back to episode 13. You guys were in a very, very similar situation, but they had to use Nightshade to be able to weaken you, and then they cast a hex at very, very long range. This is a spell, but it's basically the same thing. It's a curse. But a curse and a hex are
Oh,
basically the
oh,
same thing.
oh.
And there's
Okay,
one thing
so
that you guys all have that can, not maybe not all of you, but most of you have.
is it the charmed touch spell,
It is.
which can hex objects and people?
It is. So if you can locate yourself to the same spot on the grid as where they are, you shit, it was where they were starting. Yeah. We'll just say they started at similar spots down here. Their statues are still here. One, Jimbo kind of stepped into the room here. Schnurr's statue is like here. And the pixie statue is there.
Okay, so really I just need to get to Jimbo because Jimbo, well, their statues are in a separate place, but they're both in the same place in the other world. So if
Yeah.
I get Jimbo, then they'll all come, right?
There's technically a cheaper way that you can do it, but it depends on how the team wants to spend their spell slots. It all depends on what you decide to do. So if you would like to bonus action downwards,
Yeah.
you actually can't make it now. You'd have to use your full turn to get down to Jimbo.
I don't see really another option.
And then it is just a touch, and you don't technically do damage. So I don't see why you can't charm touch for free interaction. Sure. Jimbo, do you want to? Well, you can't. You're a statue. Sure. Deduct your 5 spell slots or 4 spell slots for charm touch.
It would be. Oh, I didn't write that part down. You'll know. You'll have to know.
I think it's 5.
Okay.
And then yes,
So I have 2 spell slots left.
Jimbo, you return. Your
Did he bring
body.
Schnurr and Timmy with him?
No. And Solaris is standing right there next to you, Jimbo. She charm touches your statue and pulls you back over into this realm here. And do you yourself have charm touch, Jimbo?
I do not, as
Oh.
far as I know.
Ray, how many spell slots do you have left?
I only have 2 left, bro.
And Ryza only has 6. That means you guys can together only free one more person. Oh.
So basically, Timmy's dead.
It's either Tammy or Schnurr. Times are
Well,
ticking. Schnurr, you start to feel, even though you guys healed Timmy, His body's been here a lot longer than yours, and it is starting to wither away. And soon, yours will too, just like the one guy promised. You gotta tell Ryza who to heal. She's like, oh, what's happening? Wait, what?
Well, I'm gonna have to go. This is a hard. Come on, this is wrong. It's gonna have to be
I
Snur,
didn't do it.
obviously.
I told you guys to conserve your spell slots. I didn't
I
do
was
it.
trying. I thought I did. It's gonna have. It's gonna have to be Snur. I mean,
I will
you know.
also say if you would have Charm Touch Schnur, Schnur could have summoned Jimbo back.
What? Oh, that's right. God damn it.
So I did say there is a cheaper way you could do it, but
Well,
you may
little
proceed.
Timmy, looks like this is the end of us.
Give him a little
Have
hug,
a nice
man.
ride, Timmy.
You guys begin withering
Oh,
away.
this is
The
always
blood
remembered.
hunters advance
You've been a
forward.
good boy.
They pull their knives out, their fangs hunger. They look towards Jimbo, they look towards Ryza. They step forwards as Mao Bar steps out the door. The door swings open, and on the other side, a giant explosion. Mao Bar goes flying back into the room. And as all of the smoke clears, none other than Grafton Wyrife is here. The entire front of the building is blown ajar. The planks and pillars hanging against each other, barely supporting the eastmost end of the building. It slants, it crookeds, it jars. The weight of this building feels like it could come down at any time. And he steps forward. Holy shit! You know, this was kind of all part of the plan. I sent you guys into town to get into trouble, but what the fuck did you guys get into over here?
Grafton, you motherfucker. You were supposed to be getting shit for mimosas this morning. You ditch us, and we gotta deal with this shit.
Yeah,
I
who
just
the
went to a different dimension, you motherfuck.
where? What's going on?
God
Why is everybody in rigor mortis? Why are they on the ground? And who the fuck's this fuck weasel? And he like starts picking himself up off the ground, blood bursting out of the little cut on his lip, planks still toppling over him as he pushes the door aside off of him. Oh, of course you're still alive. And that is where we're going to end it for this week's episode of Spells and Scepters. Our cast and crew will step forward